My name is Laura Mcnie. I support Cardiff City and I have been supporting them since birth. I first got involved in football through my dad. He was a Cardiff City fan, so as soon as I was born, I was a Cardiff City fan as well. I didn't have a choice. Well, most of my family, especially on my dad's side, have always been into football. It's nice when there is a football match and we can come as a family. Yeah, it's always been like part and parcel of my family. When it comes to Wales, I've been supporting them my whole life. My dad used to take my sister and I when we were little. I think I first sort of really got into it when Mark Hughes was the manager and we had Robbie Savage, Craig Bellamy, Simon Davis. My most special memory of supporting Wales, I think, has to be when we beat Belgium at the Euros in 2016. My sister and I had been to the 3 group games and then we went back out for the game against Belgium. And, I think we'd been sort of written off. We weren't really expecting much. We were just happy to be there. And I've never been prouder in my life. If I was to say there was a Wales match that I had a special connection to, I think it would have to be when we qualified for the World Cup. To be here in this stadium when Wales finally qualified for the World Cup, it was just something else. Can't really describe it. I was sat with my sister and my dad. Me and my sister just burst into tears. And we're not really a huggy family, but that night we did. I think supporting the Welsh national team gives me such a sense of sort of Welsh identity. It gives me so much pride. You get a lot of that, particularly on away games where, there's only a couple of thousand people and, we've travelled all over the world, and just that sort of sense of, it sounds a bit cheesy, but that sense of family. And I just think it's really good for Wales and just feeling Welsh. I think the Welsh language has grown a lot in Wales, and I think that is partly down to the Welsh national football team. The way we sing the anthem, our anthem is, 100% Welsh. I don't even think I'm being biased when I say it's the best anthem in the world, and the way the Wales fans sing it is just phenomenal. So I think that's really helped to, push the language. And even if it's made kids in school want to just learn the Welsh national anthem, it gives them that bit of Welsh. It helps them a bit with the Welsh language. I usually watch Wales with my sister, and in the last couple of years, her husband has been joining us as well, and we usually watch the games just from a seat over there. We always have campaign tickets. We're at every home game. Since 2014, I think we've only missed maybe 3 or 4 away games as well. We've travelled all over the world. It's sort of a classic match day for me. I usually meet my sister in Canton and we go to the pub, maybe have a couple of beers, have some food, and then just make our way over to the stadium, and then just, we try and get here quite early so we can just soak up the atmosphere and see the team walk out. In my list of priorities, I think football probably comes second to my family. Especially since following Wales away. I did my first away game with Wales in 2014, and since then it's just become my life. I was planning on buying a house, but I used my house deposit to go to the World Cup as well, and I created a bit of a storm on social media because I did that. We are on our way to our first World Cup match in 64 years, the first one in our lifetime. There it is, we are headed in. This is the most exciting thing ever. As a woman going to football matches, I can't say that it's ever been an issue for me. I've never had anything said to me about it. There's been banter obviously, but I can take it and I give it back as well. But there's never been anything malicious. And I think if anything, because I travel all around the world with Wales, and I feel men around sort of look out for me a bit more. I think especially with Wales, because it's me and my sister mostly, we're on our own. To feel comfortable going to football matches, as a woman, I think just being treated just like any other fan. I don't think it should matter if you're male or female or, however you identify. I don't think it should matter. You should just treat everyone with respect.